Hi there, my name's Jerica. I'm down here at the butcher shop in the South End of Boston on Tremont Street, and I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to you about how to make a duck stock at home. So hopefully you've come down and bought yourself a whole duck at the butcher shop, and you're at the point where you've used all the meat, and you want to utilize these bones because they're a big portion of what you paid for when you bought the duck. So what you're going to want to do is crank up your oven, get it super smoking hot, turn it up to like 400 degrees, and get a nice oven-safe pan and put your bones in there. You're going to want to make sure like the neck bone's separate from the rest of the carcass so it can get as much color as possible. You're going to leave them in the oven around 20-25 minutes until you get them really super dark and caramelized. That's going to really help add a bunch of flavor to your stock and a bunch of rich intensity. So set those aside, let them cool, and then you're going to throw them in a pot with water, like so. And then you want to cut up some mirepoix, as we call in the biz, which is just some carrot, celery, and onion. Clean that up. Nice big chunks. You don't have to worry about dicing it. Don't worry about knife cuts. You're just looking for pretty even pieces because you want them all to cook at about the same rate in the water. Get those in there with the bones. And then you're also going to want to have some aromatics on hand. In this case, today we have some fresh thyme, a little bay leaf, and some peppercorns. And those can go right in there with your bones and your mirepoix. So now you have all of your duck stock components in the pot. You've brought the water up to just over the bones, and you're going to let it come to a boil, let it simmer for about 4 hours, and you're going to notice that the water level is going to start to go down because of that natural evaporation that's happening because of the heat. Shouldn't go down more than like 1 inch or 2 inches depending on the size of your pot and how much surface area there is, but you just want to continue that steady simmer for about 4 hours. And at that point, you're going to take it off the heat, strain it through a colander or a chinois, whatever you have at home, and put it in the fridge to cool. Once it's in the fridge cooling, you're going to notice that a layer of fat is coming to the surface. And you want to let that cool as well, and then you can scrape it right off. Just use your hands or a spoon, and you're left with a beautiful, rich duck stock, which you could then make some gorgeous soup with. You can reduce it down even further and make a gloss, and you can use that for sauces. Especially if you're buying the duck and you have beautiful duck breasts at home, you definitely want to make that stock and make a beautiful sauce with it.